Hey everyone, we are Weather Alpha, and this is your weather and marketing report for this Thursday, February 20th. Before getting into the upcoming weather for the next few days and beyond, let's start by taking a look back at what a wild winter it has been thus far, especially across the eastern United States. Not only has it been very cold, by now we are all familiar with the term polar vortex, which has been used to describe the regular intrusions of brutally Arctic air into the lower 48, mainly east of the Mississippi. But with that cold air has come a lot of snow. And this table shows you just how many cities in the east are well above normal in the snow department. Places like New York and Philadelphia have cracked into their top 10 snowiest winters with still about a month to go in the season, with round after round of moderate to heavy snowfalls. And if you look at this list, you can see just how many cities across the Northeast are above normal, some doubling or even tripling their normal snowfall, and we're not even done with the season yet. But while it's been cold and snowy, from a marketing perspective, this is not the same story that it was 1 or 2 months ago. And that's because much of the pent-up demand for cold and snowy products has been exhausted. Not to say that it isn't still important, but people tend to look forward to and shop for the season to come, and in this case, it's spring. And for the next few days, as shown on this slide, parts of the east will finally warm above normal. Look at all the 60s and 70s across the Ohio Valley and Southeast for tomorrow, Friday. And also this warm weather will continue into Saturday for many places. Even in the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic, where highs will crest in the more modest 50s, this will feel incredibly balmy compared to what has been experienced over the past few months. What does this mean for marketers? Spring apparel, sporting goods, even lawn and garden products. Really big opportunity, really early in the year, but never too early to get a jump start on a marketing campaign, especially when you have a brief window of warm weather to take advantage of. With the deep snowpack in place across the Northeast, another potential threat with the warm air and with the heavy rainfall is increased flooding potential. So companies like ServPro, Stanley Steamer, that get called during such events would be wise to dial up their advertising in these areas. Signs of spring are also evident in other weather phenomena besides the transient warmth. Across the southeast, as can be shown on this map, there exists a moderate chance of severe weather including tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. Insurance companies would be wise to stay apprised of these early season threats since their respective businesses are directly impacted by such weather. And pollen season is here, especially across the southeast, the south central, and the southwestern U.S. Here, the usual suspects like Zyrtec, Benadryl, and Claritin are advised to advertise their products and grab incremental sales. Of course, as often happens in a given winter, the general pattern is hard to break. And here that means more brutally cold air coming into the east. What this map shows is the probability of temperatures above or below normal in the next 6 to 10 days. And as you can see, a lot of the Northeast and the upper Midwest are covered in very high probabilities. And what else is new? It's been really cold here. But places like the Southwest and even into the West Coast are going to be above normal. Now, the inexorable rise of a sun angle means that even the coldest areas of the country will warm up eventually. It's just a matter of whether your company has timed your marketing efforts to align with the warm-up. Lastly, here's a checklist of regions and industries to take advantage of over the next few days and into the next week. There's a lot to cover here, but this should serve as a general guide to broad industry opportunities within the 9 U.S. climate regions. If you have any questions about this report, feel free to email us at info@weatheralpha.com. You may also find us on Twitter, handle @weatheralpha. Thanks for listening, and remember, keep your marketing eyes to the skies.